And ABC's Mireya Villarreal joins me live now to discuss what we know about some of those key witnesses testifying today. Mireya, I know you spoke to Dr. Roy Guerrero. He's a pediatrician who treated, or at least tried to treat, some of the kids killed in this shooting in Uvalde, Texas. What do you think we're going to hear from him today?
You know, I just spoke with him this morning. He definitely is a bit nervous, obviously taking the stage today, but he realizes how important this day is, not just for him, not just for his patients, but really for the entire community here in Uvalde and the country. He has taken a lot on his shoulders, and he has said, I feel the need to speak out for all those who can't speak anymore in this situation. I think we're going to hear him talk about the impact on that day to this community, how difficult it has been for them, what he experienced himself, and also he's going to talk a little bit about gun reform. He's going to explain that he grew up with guns. It's not about taking people's guns away. It is about putting regulations in place that will help protect communities like Uvalde. So take a listen to what he had to say before he left for Washington, D.C.
And one of my colleagues texted me and said, hey, why are our trauma surgeons and PD anesthesiologists on call for a mass casualty in Uvalde? So immediately I responded with, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I put two and two together. I rushed out of where we were having lunch. I rushed out of there, went to the hospital, and yeah, lo and behold, our worst nightmare had come true.
What was it like when you walked in those doors?
Still to this day, gut-wrenching, nauseating, chaotic. You know, just parents wondering where their kids are, right? Yelling out. Some of them who recognize me by name, calling me and saying, "Hey, please go look for X, Y, and Z kiddo." And yeah, it was heart-wrenching. It was terrible. A situation you never thought that you would actually be in. You know. But I think what happened more so than anything else that I've never mentioned before is that, for being a small town, 15,000 people, we're not a trauma center, we're not a trauma hospital, you know, we're not equipped or made to deal with this type of scenario.
On that day, Dr. Guerrero actually treated Mia and was able to connect her with her parents on that day. And I think really since that day, he's kind of become her emotional security blanket. And so they are traveling together to Washington, D.C. He shared some videos with us. This is not just her first trip to D.C., but it was her first plane ride. So definitely a lot of nerves with her as well. But she is a strong young girl, and she is ready to stand up and tell her story.
The country and maybe even the world will be watching, Mireya. I know you've been there in Uvalde really since the shooting happened. It's been 2 weeks now. And we have seen with correspondents talking to people there a lot of mixed reaction to gun legislation. So now that there are people from Uvalde going there to testify before Congress in person, what kind of a sense do you get? What is the community looking to come out of these hearings?
You know, I think at the beginning, a lot of families shared with us this feeling of not in my town, not in this town. This town is too small for that kind of a situation to happen here, for that kind of a horrific shooting to happen. And now that it has happened in this small rural town, I think people here are saying, listen, no, we do need change. And this is coming from a town that loves their guns, that uses it just for hunting and fishing and protecting our families, especially out in this area where maybe law enforcement isn't so quick to get to your place because there isn't a lot of law enforcement, right? So I think what we're hearing from this community is, no, we don't want you to take our guns away, but yes, we do realize there needs to be some sort of change, because if this can happen here in this tiny town, it can happen anywhere. I think they want to set an example for the rest of the country, and really also what we are hearing from local leaders and from the community, from the families who have lost someone, is, listen, we're not going to stand back anymore. We're not going to let you play this game of, you know, Democrats versus Republicans. This is about America and what Americans need in this moment.
All right, Mireya Villarreal, we appreciate it, Mireya. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.